What is up, all my beautiful people? Today we have some Chinese fried chicken wings. Ugh. I have been watching these mukbangs on these things like you would not believe. Oh, they smell so good. And then I have some sweet chili sauce. I'm not really a fan of sweet and sour sauce. Like, I think it's just too much. So I went with the sweet chili. This is the Mayploy sweet chili sauce. Oh, it's so good. And then I have me some Valentina hot sauce to douse these in. My mouth's watering. I was going to do honey and I forgot it. So we're just going to do sweet chili and hot sauce. And then I have a new flavor of Calypso. They make a lot of different flavors of these things, and I am loving them. So this is the Ocean Blue Lemonade. So I'm assuming it's, what is it, blueberries? Blueberry and raspberry. Ocean Blue. It's blue. It smells like Kool-Aid. I love me some Kool-Aid. Let's just pull that up. Look at how the colors of these things are just like so pretty. It tastes like Kool-Aid. Let's dig in. So, I went everywhere. I went everywhere looking for these. Called places. Yeah, we have chicken wings, but none of them, whoa. Were actually the ones that I wanted. I wanted the full wing just fried. A lot of the places just had like the wings. They didn't have them whole like this. So my last resort was my local Chinese restaurant. And my boyfriend's like, take her a picture so you can know if they're the right ones. She said, no, honey. You're not going to find those around here. You'll find them in LA or like San Francisco, but you are not going to find them here. So, next best thing, you go on YouTube and find yourself a recipe. So that's what we did. My honey made them so good. Yum! They're so good. He did the recipe like to the T. Got a stalker over here. Melly, you want some chicken? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me. Ooh, that's good, huh? Mmm. Throw some hot sauce up on it. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Things are so crispy. Oh, and they're hot. They literally just came out of the fryer. Here you go, Hammy. My Hammy took a bath today. I'm looking all cute. Oh. I don't know what it is about sweet and heat. It goes so good together. Oh, man. Look at this. Oh, just rip it apart. Damn, that's a big old piece of chicken. Ugh. I should have brought a littler bottle. See if I can fit this all in my mouth. Mmm. 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 My dad makes the best fried chicken. He has a special recipe. Mmm. He cooks it in the disco. Oh, man. I remember, I remember for his 50th birthday, we had a huge party. There was going to be a lot of people there. And anytime people would come over, they're like, oh, Chris, you going to make your chicken? Mmm. And of course, he always did. Mmm. We had bought 14 bags. Bags of, is it leg quarters? Where it's the thigh and the leg. Dude, we were frying chicken forever. And the way my dad cooks it, he, oh, here, Hammy, you can have that one. And the way my dad cooks it, it doesn't have like a batter or anything on it. Just a lot of seasonings. Oh, shit. Gonna be knocking everything over. just a lot of seasoning, and the skin gets so crispy. He cooks it in a disco. I've mentioned it in one of my videos before. Excuse me. And So you have to cook it in batches. I mean, the discos are pretty big. But that much chicken, 14 bags. That night was so much fun. It was at my parents' old ranch. They no longer have a ranch anymore. They ended up moving. And getting the house built. And I have so many good memories of that place. I mean, my junior high and high school years, and you know, all the memories, the parties, and it was way, way out in the country. Boondock Central, I'm telling you. It was one of those with a little bit of chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right. I'm talking boondocks out there. Yeah. And, you know, there's nothing, I'm sure, like having a brand new house. To them, anyway. But the location, I mean, just the memories and everything. Like, I still drive by there, and I'm like, I would just love to buy this property. I just miss it. I mean, I love their new house and everything, but there's nothing like those old memories. And the night of the party, I remember some girl was there, and she got so slizzard. And she was like all dancing, like nobody even knew her. I had to do a little cray-cray. But that's right. Shit happens. Ooh, it's so slippery. So you guys, we are officially over 500 subscribers. 500 of you beautiful people who are supporting me and want to watch me, and I feel so grateful. Like, thank you all so much. Everybody's just so kind, and I know I feel like I say this all the time, but my channel's growing, and it makes me so happy that what I'm doing is paying off. So happy. Over 500 subs in a little over a month. Man, that's just amazing to me. Just amazing. I am so happy. It just makes me want to continue and strive and do what I'm doing, and you know, and I have met some amazing people. Like, I'm going to be doing a collab with somebody soon, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me see, this one looks good. Oh my gosh, I did it again. So, oops. Here you go. It wouldn't be a mukbang if I didn't drop stuff all over myself, right? So good. I was so determined to get these damn wings. Ow. I just can't believe that nobody sells them around here. Like, why not? Woo. Oop. So, talking about my parents' old ranch has me really thinking about my cat. I got him when I was 6 or 7. Yeah. My aunt, may she rest in peace, had given me this. Beat up beat up old, extremely fat. And when I mean fat, he was fat. And he had a piece of his ear dangling. He had his tail was broken in like 4 or 5 places. He was an old, well, he wasn't old when I got him. I don't know exactly how old he was. One of his ears was cut off at the top. At that time, of course, I'm a little kid. I don't know. I didn't know what feral cats were. And I didn't know you were supposed to take them out of their feral environment. Anyways, so my aunt lived behind a Chinese restaurant. And there was this big old fat cat. I'm sorry I keep coughing, you guys. I'm not sick. All of the blossoms around our house are blooming, and my allergies, they have been horrible. So I'm sorry if, you know, I keep coughing and clearing my throat and I sound like, you know, a man. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to my story. So she gave my mom this cat to give to me. She had been feeding it. She was moving. She couldn't have cats. She never actually took this cat in. She just fed it. And my mom said, of course. We're big animal lovers. You guys know that. So we took him in, and me and him bonded instantly. I loved this cat like you would not believe. He was my baby. He loved being outside, but I left my window open. He had a little escape route that he could get out through. And he was my best friend. I love him so much. He was beat up, he was fat, he was old. And I just loved him. Like, his tail was like that long, and it was all crinkly, like when you'd pet him. It wasn't like a smooth, beat up, old, ugly cat. But I freaking loved him. And I had him up until I was 25. 24? No, I was 25. Me and my honey were already together. And through all of the moves, because we moved around a lot, when I was young, he never ran away. He always stuck with us, and he was my big boy. He was my baby. So we move out to the ranch. My whole life I thought he was fixed. But it turns out, I guess he wasn't, because we had got another cat. She was pure black. And all of a sudden she started popping out these black and white kittens. We're like, what? So then we had kittens. Those were gay. Living out in the country, you have to deal with coyotes and other stray dogs and all kinds of stuff. He would always get hurt. It was always something different. And I'm a big old baby when it comes to my animals. I would break down, Dad, please, like, what's wrong with him? And he'd be limping and I'd be crying because, you know, I had him for so many years. And I wanted him forever. And, you know, I never wanted anything bad to happen to him. But he was a crazy cat who liked to fight. There was always other cats around and he'd fight them. And, you know, he'd come in with his face bleeding. And I'd always be like all paranoid. Like, he's old. He shouldn't be fighting. So fast forward. Me and my boyfriend get together. And, you know, I never wanted to take him. Anytime I moved out of my parents' house, which there was a few times, you know, just young, dumb, naive, I never took him with me. That was his home. Anytime I left my parents' house, I always had my bedroom still there. And he would still sleep on my bed, even though I wasn't there. Like, you know, he was the family cat. So, one day, I go to my parents' house, and I'm looking for him. Where's my cat? You know? he always comes to me like, where's he at, you know? And then my sisters kind of look at my parents like, I'm like, where's my cat? And they're like, well, we don't know where he's at. I start crying. I start panicking. What do you mean? How come you guys didn't tell me? I would have came and looked for him. At this point, he was really, really, really old. Like I said, I didn't know how old he was whenever we got him. But at that point, he was just old. He had like no teeth and just not to the point where he could defend himself. And I was having an anxiety attack, a panic attack. I was emotionally unstable. Like this cat was my everything. This cat was my pet since I was a little kid. You mean to tell me you guys can't find him? I was so upset. So upset. They were like, no, we were hoping that he would, you know, show up at home, and, you know, he hasn't showed up, and we didn't want to tell you just in case. My whole world was crushed. I was so devastated. We never found him. I think what happens is a lot of the times cats go off to die. Excuse me. And I think that's what he did. I think he went off to die. And I think that a coyote probably ended up, you know, taking him off. And still to this day, I have not been able to get another cat. I tried, and I ended up giving her to my sister because I just couldn't. I loved him so much, and I think about him all the time. And I just thought I'd tell you guys that little story about him because he was a really, really big part of my life. And I just loved him. His name was Gordy. He was black and white. He had like a white, like, little peak that went up around his nose. And he was just the most gorgeous, ugliest, fattest cat ever. But, you know, they don't last forever. All we can do is give them a good life while they're here. Oh, but you guys, I'm done. That was so good. Like, I scarfed them down, like, so fast. I still have a couple up here. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. It was just a little, you know, talking about, like, my parents' ranch and everything. Just, that was the last place I had him. So, you know, I just thought I'd talk to you about it and just, I don't know. But, yeah, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking a chance on clicking on my video and being like, I like her. I'm going to subscribe to her. I want to see her content. Because I do work really hard on, you know, trying to fork out the best videos possible for you guys. So, thank you so, so, so much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully next time we're over that 1,000 point and we can just keep progressing from there. I love you all so much. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video.